fuck is up, everybody? Welcome back to DFW Metal Mayhem, the first episode this year in the new fucking studio, aka another room in my house. But it's not quite done yet, but it's almost done. If you actually look over here, that's the base from Joshua Costella's benefit raffle. I was able to get that hung up. Everyone signed it that performed that night, except us. I need to actually get on that. And then got Pantera up in the back, homage for Texas Metal. And then on either side, I got some local bands that are also repping on the wall. If you have a sticker and you're not up on here, we need to fix that. So you need to give me something immediately, and we'll get on to it. But now, I'm fucking excited. It's the second CD release episode that we're doing in a row, and ain't no one else better to do it with than fucking Ernie from fucking Chemicaust. How are you doing, man? It's good
I'm doing good,
man. Dude.
Thanks for having me.
Anytime. So, so this is your debut, like, full-length CD.
Correct. Yeah, we did do the As Empire's Fall EP, which was a 5-song disc, which those songs are included on this. This is, I don't like to actually call it our new CD. It's our full-length CD, because it still has the songs from the EP plus additional tracks, newer. And
they're all re-recorded too, and they sound really good. I mean, your EP sounded really good as well. But this kind of takes the cake, especially like with how like you did with Genocide and As Empire's Fall. Those two, in my mind, really sounded a lot more different and really brought like a lot more energy. And this is an amazing fucking CD. If you haven't gotten it already, you definitely need to get it. Dark Rituals does a really good job. The sound quality on this is just absolutely awesome.
Well, it's Irving Lopez. Irving Lopez here in Dallas, or in Irving, I guess. But Irving Lopez is the mastermind behind all the recording and the mixing, the mastering.
Yeah.
He was the one who really he's been great to work with. We did As Empire's Fall with him, and
a lot of guys go to him.
Yeah.
Asylum went to him for their CD. I remember having them on when we talked about that. I definitely want to get in touch with him when we decided to do our own thing.
Oh, definitely.
But yeah, so why don't we go into the history of Chemicaust, man? Like way back, like when you first started this shit. Like get out your pens and papers. We're gonna take a history class real quick on this stuff.
Well, it's kind of funny. It's my friend Damien Hidon. I've known him. And I've known him back in Albuquerque, New Mexico. I think I first saw a band he played in called Behest in 1994. That tells you how old we are. But I just got out of the army in '93, and there was a big metal fest that they were having there. And but me and my cousin, we had a band later on, probably like '96, '97. And we had lost our lead guitar player, and we knew Damien, and we knew how awesome a guitar player he was, and we asked him to help us record our demo. It was an old band called Dissolution a long time ago, but that's how I got to know Damien, from back in the metal scene in Albuquerque, New Mexico. But that band that I had that we did the demo with Damien, it kind of dissolved. And I had the opportunity to move to Dallas for a job with Shoko, which eventually Shoko got sold to another company in Pennsylvania.
Yeah.
And I went to work for Verilight, and I've been there for 18 years now. But so I moved out here, and I started playing in bands, different bands, Irreverence, Cut Hammer. I did a Slayer tribute band, War Ensemble. And then when War Ensemble was on hiatus, we did a Sepultura tribute band called Arise.
Oh my god.
And it was a New Year's Eve show at Reno's. I think this must have been 2010. Because Damien's mother has always lived out here, and his father lived in Albuquerque, so he would visit, but I'd never ran into him. I hadn't seen him since I left Albuquerque in 2000. Mm-hmm. So 2010 I was playing the Sepultura with a Sepultura tribute band at Reno's, and after the show was finished, Damien came up to me and he's like, good job. He's like, shook my hand, and he's like, do you know who I am? And he looked like my friend Damien, but I hadn't seen him in 10 years, so
yeah.
So I was like, who are you? And then we got reacquainted, and I was still doing stuff in Irreverence, and we had talked about getting the band going, but it took some time. You know, I didn't want to join a band that didn't have a drummer, and Damien met Pierce Morales. You know, it depends on how you know him, I guess, but Pierce, you know, he met him, I think on probably like maybe a Craigslist ad or something, and they got together and they started working on songs, and they were trying out different drummers and different singers and trying to get going, and a friend of ours, Dennis Camp, he's a tattoo artist at Fearless Tattoo, he came up with the name Chemicaust, and he allowed them to use it, and that's what they were going by, and let me see, how does that all go? So they were trying out drummers and singers, so they got a rehearsal room. And in the rehearsal room that they were practicing at, they kept on hearing this drummer, Ron Harris. And Ron just had a room by himself, and he was just in there practicing all the time. And so they got to know him, and they started working on stuff and got some songs together. And it was a benefit show. It was a benefit show that, you know, I talked with Damien, and Damien told me, you know, they had a drummer and everything, and if I wanted to come down and check it out. So I went down there, took my PA system, and, you know, started learning the songs, started writing lyrics to their songs. That must have been 2013, 2014. But at that point, you know, we got together, and it's been the same 4 members since then.
Hell yeah, that's awesome. That just shows the chemistry is there. And like the willingness to work is there, and like everyone has like the same vision, or at least about the same vision, and everyone kind of is on like the same page.
Yeah, I think it's rare for bands to keep members for as long as we have so far, you know.
Yeah, but it's crazy because like because you're like relatively new, but like if you go out to any Chemicaust show, I mean, especially like when y'all played. Especially when you guys played like Warbeast, for example, like when y'all played the their CD release / their final show, like you guys were familiar, or no, everybody in that crowd was super familiar with you guys, and like a lot of people were talking to you guys that night, and then even like some of the new, like just like some of the younger people, like even though you've only been around for like this short span, I guess, if compared to like other bands who've been around for a long time here, you kind of like have like reached like all age groups, and like people that have been in the scene from forever ago to like people like me who are still like about a year into it, which I find that to be extremely rare in a band. No matter how old or young they are, they normally have their core and they stick with their core, and if they get new fans, their fans are kind of within their core anyway. But you guys are like one of the very few exceptions that you're pulling in everybody. I find that really extraordinary personally.
Yeah, it's been really amazing. The response we've gotten from the DFW area metalheads, you know, it's been incredible. You know, it really has. I've never experienced anything like it. You know, I've been in some really good bands before, but right now the popularity of Chemicaust and what we're doing, it's something I haven't experienced before.
You essentially have taken the scene by storm. I mean, as I said, only being around this long, and bands that have been around for like at least a decade longer are like opening for you. I mean, you know, when it comes to like local builds and all that, lineups are kind of irrelevant-ish because it's just people getting together. Yeah. Unless it's like a CD release show or something like that, then it kind of matters a little bit. But like, just still, the still kind of the point just stands. Like, yeah, you guys have like really blown up like in the scene. You know, you guys won that the last Max Mac or something.
Oh yeah. The Maxima like, Distortion.
Yeah.
Best thrash band.
Yeah, best thrash. Yeah, like that's fucking wild because in Texas, because it's like it's not just Dallas Fort Worth Metroplex. It's Austin, it's Houston, and it's San Antonio.
Yeah, Texas is a huge state.
Yeah. Yeah, and I believe those like are big 4 scenes. I'm probably missing another one, but
I still can't believe Damien didn't win Best Guitarist in Texas. Thrash guitar player.
Damn.
And I know who did. Jason French.
Shout out Jason, what's up?
Me and Jason, we go back, you know, like we did War Ensemble, I played in Protest, you know, it's like we still do War Ensemble together. And It's a great friend of mine. I love Protest, all the guys in there, man.
And just to go back to that show that y'all did that night, that was a really fun show. I had an absolute blast. The mosh pits were a little awkward because there's some like drug people there for like their first time ever, I think. And like, dude, this looks really neat. Like, people had no idea what was going on. Like this like dude in like a really tight gray shirt was kind of like hopping around like doing this kind of weird shit. I felt bad for him because he was just getting leveled like at every corner. I'm like, dude, I don't think you understand what this is. But I mean, it was really fun because it was a super stacked lineup from start to finish. Even though Tyler didn't play that night, Empty Shell still killed it. We're glad you're doing better.
They did. You know,
I saw him the other day when I went to the Brain Dead Brewing show this past week with Combat and Accessible. Glad you're doing better, brother. I will see you soon. Cognizant killed it. Cognizant's really good.
They're awesome, man.
Yeah, their vocalist is just wild.
We have an Albuquerque connection there in Cognizant also. Brian Fahar though I knew him when he was like maybe 14 or 15, practicing in a rehearsal space right next to us in Albuquerque.
Holy shit!
There's a lot of Albuquerque natives or Albuquerqueans, I guess, I don't know, that are out here in Dallas now.
So what is the Albuquerque scene like?
Man, I've been away for so long, I have no idea. You know, but back in the early '90s, you know, that was like death metal was you know full force at that point.
Yeah.
And we had some great bands back then. You know.
Oh, yeah.
It was an amazing time back then. You know, what sucks, I can't say it sucks because I joined the Army and that was something I wanted to do. But me and my cousin had a band early on, and before we really started doing anything, I joined the Army. And he hooked up with some other guys, and they called themselves the Abominant Race. And, you know, they got to open up for all kinds of, they opened up for Death on the Human Tour in Santa Fe, New Mexico.
Whoa!
Yeah,
oh, dude, Inhuman's like my favorite album. Oh my god, that must have been so cool.
Yeah.
Damn. That's something that you tell your fucking grandkids.
Yeah, I would have loved to.
I opened up for Death back in the 90s.
But then also when, with Damien, back in, I think it must have been 98, we opened up for Dying Fetus in Albuquerque, New Mexico.
Oh.
And that was like the best show, you know, at that point, and you know, what I've been doing with metal at that point, that, you know, that was so amazing.
And if it was 98, a lot of people kind of considered like that, like 97 through like 2003 or 2, like some of like Dying Fetus' like best active years.
Yeah.
So that's awesome.
Because I think I first saw Dying Fetus in 96, and they didn't have Kevin Talley.
Yeah.
I don't know if they had Sparky in there either, but in 98 and 99, I think it was 99 that we opened up for them. But they had Kevin Talley and Sparky at that point, and that's a classic lineup, you know, with Jason and.
He absolutely smashed it out. Going back to the show, Gruesome Fate always does a great job. It's always cool when those guys can come down, especially because Lance has a grandkid. Congratulations, by the way, dude, on that. We're so happy you came on and were able to come and throw down. They're really good. Since 91. Crazy.
Wow, yeah. And the lineup for our CD release show, it was all like hand-picked bands. You know, it's like having Empty Shell, you know, Ivan and Dave from Gruesome Fate and Embalmed. We have a little band called Oblivious Obscurity, you know. So it's great to have Empty Shell, and I've known Empty Shell. I've known those guys for a long time. You know, it was great to have them on the show. And then Cognizant with Irving, you know, recording the CD with us, and Brian being from Albuquerque, and us knowing each other for so long. It was great to have them on there. And then, you know, Gruesome Fate. You know, I'm a member of Embalmed. Also, me and Dave and Embalmed and Gruesome Fate. Even though I'm not an original member from the early '90s, I joined up with those guys. You know, 2005. We were Cut Hammer at that point, but you know, the Gruesome Fate and Embalmed connection goes back from the beginning of death metal in DFW.
Oh yeah.
And so it was just awesome to have those and have my friend Dave, you know, experience. And the crowd for Gruesome Fate at that point, it was like the pinnacle of the show. It's like everybody, you know, before people started getting drunk and leaving, you know, they had like the most people out there.
That third and fourth slot is always like the magic point. It really is, especially in Reno's. I've noticed that.
I took a picture from the back. You know, it just seems like Reno's is packed, like entirely packed when they were.
I remember. I don't know if you remember, but when we played the Embalm Return show with y'all back in November, I remember someone taking a picture of the crowd for y'all when y'all were playing with Embalm, and that was fucking huge. Like literally, you couldn't take a step without walking into somebody, and it blew me away. You know, like the pit was so condensed because of it. It was almost like a washing machine. Because there's how many people were in it.
See, I think, I don't want to take anything away from the success of Chemicaust, but I had been out here for a long time dealing with these bands, like playing in bands, and I was in Cunt Hammer with Ed Taylor, and Ed Taylor is like a underground legend out here, man. He's a badass, and with the stuff he did with Embalmed, and they had a band called Blast Wound, with members of Gruesome Fate and Embalmed, and I just think, it's like it helped my popularity to be in a band with him. A lot more people knew who I was.
We're definitely gonna have to have an Embalmed episode when Brandy comes down for the show.
Oh yeah.
I'll definitely make sure I'll make sure to keep open dates in March, and I'll try to make it work for sure, because I would definitely want to have Embalmed on. And yeah, you're right. We shouldn't be taking away from Chemicaust.
But I have one more thing, right? One more thing. When we did the first Cunt Hammer Fields of Flesh EP, at first, we didn't have an actual package for it. It was like we recorded it, and we just burnt CDRs. And I was at the Granada for Obituary one time, and I had all these CDs, and it was just like passing out to anybody who wanted to. And Dave Campos introduced me to Bruce Corbett. That was the first time I met Bruce Corbett. Rigor Mortis, it's like, and I gave him a disc, and I wonder if they had, I don't think Texas Metal Alliance was even a band at that point. I'm not sure their timeline. I know Texas Metal Alliance, came together for Wayne Abney's benefit show, and then eventually they became War Beast.
Yeah.
But after I gave that demo to Bruce, he contacted us and asked us if we wanted to open up for Rigor Mortis at the old Rockstar bar.
Holy shit.
And so that was amazing, that was amazing.
Yeah, like ever since y'all played shows together.
Yeah, ever since, like Bruce has really been, I feel so,
yeah.
We love Bruce, and he's going through such a hard time right now,
Yeah. So a quick update for everyone, because we did have War Beast on the podcast, I believe in October or September. We found out that through all of his efforts of the surgery and the chemo, that unfortunately it doesn't seem like it's done practically anything. So at this point, Bruce says he's always going to keep fighting, because that's Bruce. He's never going to stop fighting.
He'll never stop.
But he has kind of come to terms with what is most likely going to happen, and it's a hard pill for all of us to swallow here. So I just want to take this time to say that our darts are with you, Mr. Corbett, and your wife, and your friends, and your family. We're always going to be here for you no matter what, man. And I'm actually thinking about, I'm probably going to get in contact with him very soon. I am having another DFW party, but I'm thinking about getting all those proceeds and either helping him out with medical finances, like giving it to like his fundraiser, or alternatively giving it to a cancer research foundation that can make better use of the money than I am going to make out of it. So I'll keep everyone updated on that much.
But yeah, the people that I've known and associated with in my time here in Dallas, I think that's really helped Chemicaust. When we became a band, we had a direction and what we wanted to do, and we had people that could help us out to get on shows that would get us out there.
Yeah. Well, so now I kind of want to get into the album itself. Okay. I'm a visual guy. I'm a really big fan with the design that you guys did with this. It's really fucking cool. What's the idea behind it? Because these guys, the guys in the mask and the weapons is very reminiscent of As Empire's Fall, because you have like almost like the same type of guys that are on the front as well. It's kind of like as if like, I don't know, when I first looked at it, it's like a central government was like waging war on its populace. And it's like these guys like agents of the government that are just like destroying its population.
Well, it's an Ed Repka idea. Ed Repka is the artist, that created the CD artwork for us, which is amazing. He's done Death, Megadeth, Municipal Waste. He's done so many thrash metal, death metal bands. That was like when we had the opportunity to have him do our artwork, we had to do it. It's a little expensive, but
Yeah.
we had to do it. But the idea was up to him. We kind of gave him a general theme. It's like chemical warfare, basically, is what we explained to him. And he said it was best to let him come up with the idea. And so, we kind of gave him just like a chemical warfare, war scenario type situation. And this is what he came up with.
Fuck yeah. So, and we're just reiterating, I think booklets matter. I think if you have something detailed like this, that it's definitely gonna give you some value. Like I do have a complaint with bands that kind of just do like this cover, for example, and there's nothing on the back. There's no like lyrics or anything. I'm like, come on, I wanna get immersed in what y'all are doing. And real quickly, I just wanna go down the thank yous, your little shout out organizations. So first and foremost, like Justin, best bartender in development, now in Fort Worth too, because
and Reno's has just been such a huge part of metal in Dallas, and it's a big part. I just love Reno's Chop Shop. That's my home bar.
Yeah.
Every band I've ever played in has played there.
Yeah.
Basically here in Texas.
Yeah. And most of the bands you played with have also played there, and it's a great place. Joseph Cabrera and Dallas Metal Scene, DMS, of course. Personally, my favorite promoter in the scene. Guy does really good work. Very excited to work with him. And then he's giving a shout out to all the Pitbulls and David Compost. We appreciate that.
Oh yeah, Dave has been supportive of Embalm, Cut Hammer, Chemicaust. He's been ever since I met Dave Compost, he's been big supporter.
Much love and respect to the Mosh
We love the Pitbulls.
Yeah. So I was going to ask you what NYDM stood for, because I've always missed a boat on this one.
It's New York Death Militia. It's a nationwide club. Our guitar player Damien is a member of it. He's a vice president here in Texas.
Oh shit.
It's not that big here in Texas. But we drove out to Milwaukee last April, and we played the NYDM Spring Bash, and that was amazing. It was just amazing to play in Milwaukee. Just the history of the Milwaukee Metal Fest.
Yeah, of course.
But and we went on at 325. And there must have been at least 100 people there at 325. There was some great bands. Annihilator played that show. There was a lot of good Texas bands
Oh fuck yeah! Those guys are really good too. I need to add them on the podcast.
And Omen played it.
Holy shit!
So, the NYDM, it's a big nationwide club. It started in New York. Will from Mortician.
And then you shout out Ed Taylor.
Yeah, Ed Taylor.
And then Fearless Tattoos. Is that a tattoo shop that he owns, or?
Yes, yeah. That's Ed Taylor owns Fearless Tattoo.
Oh, okay.
Some, Cliff and Dennis and Corey. They're all amazing tattoo artists. Ed's a genius when it comes to tattoos. I highly recommend anyone who wants a tattoo.
Hit him up on that.
Hit him up.
You heard it here first. Dennis Camp, and then for the name. So he came up with the name?
Right. Yes, he came up with the name Chemicaust.
Good job. Good fucking job. It's a great name. My homie Jay Fucks from Sound of White Noise. I fucking love seeing this dude in the scene because he always brings all his fucking records. He always buy. I'm so mad. That night at the CD release show, he had a Sotor album. I can't remember the name of the album, but it was one with Inner Self on it. The one with like the red face in the background. I was like, shit, I'm gonna come right back and grab it. And it was already bought. And I'm like, no! Oh, it was so sad.
Yeah, Jay, he's a big reason why we're even able to, be releasing the CD now. It's, he helped us out releasing it as Empire's Fall. He's done a lot. I really wish we could have included him and Sound of White Noise on this release. But who knows, in the future we'll definitely be doing. Maybe Oblivious Obscurity will be releasing some stuff on Sound of White Noise.
I can't wait. I actually have yet to see you guys, unfortunately. I need to...
Oh, we've only played one time.
So. Okay, no, but I still haven't went up to that one show. I was so upset. I'm definitely going to make it up to the next one, though, whenever it is. Tyler Berry, again, vocalist from Kalia, Empty Shell, and he also runs Honor Killing Productions. Great guy. Really fucking nice dude. And he just started doing Brain Dead Brewing free shows on Thursdays.
And he also runs a record label himself called
Burning Dogma. Yeah.
Which is Ricky Lockett's original label.
Which, by the way, we've had Tyler on the podcast, so you guys should totally go watch that episode if you haven't already. It was like August last year? Dude, it was really fun. That was a lot of fun. Though we couldn't get into some of the things because some of them were a little too inappropriate for his liking. Some of the questions that they asked him, it was kind of funny because everyone was kind of being sarcastic about it in the comments, and he was like, "God, these guys are driving me up a wall." Carlos Avila, who is a fellow brother in the Pit Bulls, who has the sickest fucking tattoo.
I was blown away when I first saw that picture of his tattoo, which is the chemical weapons symbol with genocide, which is the last song on As Empires Fall, and also on Unleashed Upon This World. But I was just so blown away. I saw it and I was like, "Is that a tattoo?" I'm like, "Oh my god!"
Holy shit!
It's amazing. It's amazing.
Dedication.
Yeah,
that's dedication. And you know you're doing something right when you see shit like that. Again, you got Irving Lopez.
Yeah, definitely.
Again, amazing dude. Out of Empire Mine Engineering. You got Dave Tillery.
Yeah, and Dave has also been a huge part of Chemicaust with the layout and everything for As Empires Fall. This layout right here, everything that all of this, he did the layout for the inlay. He got all our pictures together, and just recently he did a video for us, Unleashed Upon This World. If you go on YouTube,
oh yeah, that's
look
right.
at Chemicaust Unleashed Upon This World, and he did the video for us. He also has a really badass band project that he did called Wings of the Hawk. He has Cody Daniels playing guitar, amazing guitar player.
Yeah.
And he has Matt Thompson from King Diamond playing the drums on it.
Yeah, it's fucking wild, dude. It is a good album. If y'all see Dave, try to grab that album from him.
Definitely. It's
I think any show Gruesome Fate plays, he has it. And I mean any show that he plays in the band season, it'll be on that merch table. I don't want to mispronounce this next name. I would feel really
Joachim?
Yeah.
Joachim Shalom? Yeah,
that's it.
Yeah, that's our German connection right there. That's our man in Germany.
Oh shit.
He's a huge Texas thrash supporter. He's like, huge Rigor Mortis War Beast fan, and he does so much for Texas thrash in Germany. He moved 70 As Empire Falls CDs for us out there in Germany.
Holy shit.
So, and he had actually had us hooked up with a record label that was willing to put out our stuff. And when it came down to it, it's like we had to make a decision on, did we want to use a European label or did we want to use a label here in America?
Yeah, exactly. Makes sense. Chris Gate, which one of the best fucking sound people ever out of Reno's. Dude's fucking awesome, super nice. And he definitely knows what he's doing. He's definitely given Skull Archer a lot of really good fair shakes.
Oh yeah, he's definitely one of my favorite sound guys that we've worked with. We love working with him.
Then you got Robert Ayers from
Robert Ewers.
Robert
Ewers from Dark Records. He's the man behind Dark Rituals. He's the one who made this possible. Well, he's one of the ones that helped make this possible. So there's so many people. It's like I can't really say It's been such a big joint effort by a lot of people.
Yeah. Marisol Nuno from Picks from the Pit.
Yeah.
So it's just like a camera woman?
Oh yeah. Soul. She's at all the shows.
Oh yeah.
She takes amazing pictures.
Oh yeah, that's right.
And she she gets credit because at three of the 4 pictures she took.
I think Denise took this one, right?
She did.
And okay, that's why you're on it.
That's why she has it.
Hell yeah.
And then we used, she did, this was a show at the Curtain Club that we did, and she took some amazing pictures there. And I was hoping to use more of her pictures also in the CD, but we weren't able to. We only had enough for 4 pictures.
Yeah.
But in our video for Unleashed Upon This World, we used a lot more of the pictures from that show that she took.
Yeah, and dude, like, it's so sad because she told me the other day that she was moving to Oregon. Girl, we wish you the best in all your moving journeys.
Oh,
You
that
should.
sucks.
I know. I don't know why, but you should try to come back here in the future for sure. She's definitely one of my favorite photographers as well. She's did some really good pictures for us. You need to start charging people though. Make fucking money off what you're good at, please. I hate telling you it over and over again. Now I want to get into the songs themselves. So as you said, all the songs that came from the EP are now on this. So the first song right off the bat is Empire's Fall. And honestly, the sound clip that you used at the beginning is like my favorite sound clip ever. I was actually thinking about using it at one point for us.
Yeah.
Because it's just, I forgot what his name was, but he's talking about...
Oppenheimer.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, and it was his interview.
Oppenheimer? Oh.
It was, yeah, I think it was like his interview, like when he was in like, like the events of World War II when we nuked, Nagasaki and Hiroshima.
I think it was the first time they witnessed the atomic bomb, detonation in New Mexico.
Oh,
I believe so. I believe that's what it was. And that's what he had to say about it.
Yeah, and it's like, I've become deaf to destroy worlds. It's like insane. The way he said it is just so dark and ominous. It was just, it's really good. I mean, the song itself. I love this song. It's a really good opener. If you ever see me in the pit on this, I'm like stomping my feet like da 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 da. It's so good. So what is this song about? Like what does it go into?
Basically, it's just the rise and fall of nations, of armies. It's constant kind of war. War is just constant. It's like, but
war never changes.
Yeah.
Essentially.
Yeah. It's always there.
No matter what, even in times of peace, there's always some asshole. Then you got Vanished. I love the lyrics to this song. It's like lyrically, it's one of my favorite songs personally.
Oh yeah, it's funny because I've had those lyrics for. It was like one of the last songs I was working on my previous band back in Albuquerque. Mm-hmm. And we were never able to finish it. But I had those lyrics. I had that idea, for years, And then I finally was able to put it to use. I had actually tried these lyrics with a couple of other bands that never really worked out. But with Chemicaust, it was perfect.
Yep. And great song. I mean, all these songs are really fucking good. This album from start to finish is really good. I know Human Sacrifice is a fan favorite. I love this song. Yeah, this song is so good.
Because we intentionally, we didn't want to put too much thought into it. We wanted to have a thrasher, a fast song, something to just get in there. And the subject matter is real easy to write about. It's like lyrics came quickly for that.
Yeah, it just, then you got The Absurd Beautiful Lies, which this is a really good build-up song. I like to think. It just starts off just like for me. This is a song that kind of just throws you out into like an immersion. Like I'm kind of like a person. I pay attention to the little things. When this song first gets kicked up, I feel like I'm being launched into like a shadow because it's like into darkness, into night. Beyond the gates of eternal, beyond the fading light. I feel like I'm just being ejected, like from like a cannon or some shit. Just like in like this world of darkness that I have no idea what's going on. I feel like this song ties in really good because especially it's always like around like the middle, like slash like end-ish part of like your set, and it fits super well in there because it's like okay, now this is the build to all the other just darker shit that's coming up.
Yeah, it's I actually got the idea. It's almost like an atheist theme, because I got the idea from the movie A Life of Pi. Mm-hmm. I don't know if you've seen it, but
I've heard of it.
I don't want to give anything away about the movie, but it kind of just states like to me no one knows what happens when you die, mm-hmm. right? But some people make up. There's religion, and I have nothing against religion, or I'm not an atheist, or but it's just a view on it where, it's you create this paradise in the life after, but no one knows for sure, right? You could think that it could just be nothing. You know, when you die, it could all be over with. And I think it's good to at least think about it and treat the people you care about good now, because there's no promise that, you know, there's no guarantee there's going to be a time afterwards where you could, you know,
reamend. Yeah, it all counts now. Incarcerated. This one, you said you actually did some time, and and that's what kind of prompted this?
No. I think a lot of people have been put in jail before, and at the time, you know, the James Avery thing was going on. It was a TV show, you know, Making a Murderer or something like that. Mm-hmm. It's just an idea. I think a lot of people could relate. Not as brutally as this is, but a lot of people have been in jail and have had to deal with the system, and what a pain in the ass it is. You know, it's always better to.
I'm pretty lucky so far. I haven't had that happen yet. Hopefully I didn't jinx myself there.
And I've never done more than a weekend, so it's like I don't I don't have years of experience to draw.
Next is Serenity, which I feel like this is like one of the most unappreciated song on the album. I really feel like that this is like the song that like everyone just kind of like doesn't really fully understand or doesn't get, but I still love it. It's kind of it's kind of like the cousin who's on his own in like the corner of the family reunion, and like everyone just says hi to him. It's like, no, but like this guy's cool. He's cool as shit.
Well, we definitely wanted to include this. There was actually another song we wanted to include too, but we weren't able to. But because it's part of our history, it's part of, you know, it was one of the original songs that we had worked on. You know, it's like we played that song at our first show. And so, you know, we wanted to include it in here. So we want, you know, when we finish this up after As Empires Fall, and we wanted to do the full length release, we wanted to incorporate everything that is Chemicaust up to that point. So,
yeah.
So it's a great song, and I like it. It's a little bit different than how we write now.
Yeah.
But
So yeah, and I mean the next song is a perfect example. Unleash Upon This World, title track. This song, I love this song. I remember the first time when y'all played it, when y'all introduced it as like a new song, it blew me away, especially right at the point where you're starting to build up into the riff, like da 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 da, like that. I forgot exactly where that starts off on here, but it's so hammering, and like it definitely gets a pit going. This band gets a fucking pit going, by the way. But see, this was one of the songs that I really couldn't find the exact theme of, so like, why don't you help me out with that? Like, what was this going to?
When I was writing it, I wanted to, you know, like, I think, you know, most songs are about attacking somebody, you know, like, about war. If it's a war song, it's more being on the offense.
Yeah.
And in my mind, I was trying to think of, like, what if you're in a city that's being attacked, and everything you own is getting fucked up, you know?
Yeah.
I don't know if I should. I'm sorry if I cussed.
Oh, dude, I cuss all the time. we are not politically correct here.
But that's the thing behind it. It was and wanting revenge on the people that attacked your city or your nation or you know.
It's a rise up type of thing.
Right.
And last but not last but not least, but the last Chemicaust song on the album, because there's one more, it's a cover, Genocide. I mean, this is the anthem. I think this song is the anthem for Texas thrash metal. My personal opinion, this is a song that has a really somber intro, like really dark intro, and then it just kicks.
Yeah, we've definitely gotten a lot of response to this song, you know, great response.
Yeah, and I remember when I was talking to you one time, I believe it was like the second or third time I saw you. And I remember I was talking to you, I was like, you know, one thing I noticed is that on the CD on As Empires Fall, the ending to Genocide is played a little faster than you guys normally play it.
It is, and what's kind of funny, you know, our intent on when we re-recorded it was to slow the ending down, but I think we got carried away, and and we didn't slow it down. So
I honestly like it that way too, though. Like, yeah, because like I don't know, it just builds up. I mean, it's cool live because like it's slower, and like when this like and when this particular part kicks up is when you just see everyone just starting to start walking in the pit, and everyone's just waiting for it to kick. And as soon as Ron kicks it off, the entire venue just goes ape shit. I have never caught so many elbows in my life except to this song. This song probably has given me the most elbows and hard shoves in my entire life. I love it every single time.
Yeah, when that ending kicks in, it's just, it feels good. It feels like,
Yeah, I bet playing it feels even better when you're just up there. Good song. And I mean, for me, there's no better way to get in this off. I'm very vocal about it. Actually, this is one of my personal influences, especially Steve Souza. So when you did A Lesson in Violence, I'm so happy to see this on the album. Yeah, I mean, I know y'all play it live. It's awesome to see you play it live, but I mean, having it now physically, to hear y'all do it is just, it's one of my favorite Exodus songs. It's really good.
Yeah, we actually started practicing that song for the mosh off. I don't know if it was the first or the second mosh off. We wanted to end the night, when we played that show, we wanted to end the night with that. And then we played it again. I think this must have been for Rigor Mortis' CD release show at the Curtain Club. And DRI, was that? I might be, no, it was at the mosh off. DRI was at the mosh off. And when we started playing it, Harold from DRI jumped up on stage, and I'm like, who is this guy? And he came over, and he started singing the song with me. And at first I'm like, who is this? I'm thinking like, am I gonna have to kick this guy off the stage, or But luckily I didn't, and it was great. You can actually find that video, a live video of it, if you search YouTube. But he sings the song with us.
Holy shit!
Because he's a huge Exodus fan as well.
Yeah, no, Exodus is like one of my favorite local. It's like one of my favorite thrash bands. We did a cover of Piranha a couple of times.
Oh, awesome! Yeah. I heard it.
Yeah, because we played a couple of shows together, and all the shows we played together have been really fun. We did the one that Angie hosted at Diamond Gyms, and we also. I think we played one more, but we also played Joshua's Benefit Show. Not on the same night, but we were both a part of it. You were day one, we were day two.
And I think I went to your first show at
The debut one at Diamond Gyms?
Yeah.
God, it was so much fun. With all the weird face paint I had on. It was fucking hot up there in that face paint, dude. I was sweating.
Oh, I can imagine.
Yeah, I'm definitely not doing face paint for a while.
Yeah?
No more. So, man, it's been an absolute pleasure having you on. I do want to have you in this off. I recorded Unleashed Upon This World at your CD release show, and so that'll be playing after we're done here with this interview and the video. But I just want to give you just the closing statements, man. I guess as I said, you guys have stormed the scene. You guys are arguably the biggest thrash band in the scene. You're definitely arguably again the most popular. In my opinion, when it comes to sheer brutality and thrash, I don't think there's a close second. I think you guys take it to a level that we're not going to see be taken to for a very long time here. So with everything you've done, everything you accomplished, man, I want to give you this time to thank anyone who you want to thank, and give us any updates about any future shows or any ideas in the works. I'll let you take it from here.
Well, thanks for everything that you said. Thanks for having me on here. It's like I have a lot of love for the DFW metal scene, all the bands out here. It's just been amazing. All the fans, all the clubs.
Hell yeah.
We have a lot of stuff coming up. It's all difficult. It's all hard work, and it pays off. But I'm hoping it pays off a little more.
Yeah.
My ultimate goal, I don't know if we're ever going to reach it, is to at least do 2 weeks in Europe.
That would be fucking sick. Oh my god.
But, it takes a lot. So
especially in Germany, right?
Yeah.
Dude,
yeah,
I bet.
Oh, I would love it, But we're just going to keep on doing what we're doing, try to push the CD, try to get out as much as possible. Definitely continue playing here in the DFW area, but push it. We're going out to Indiana. We'll be in Phoenix. We're working on trying to get on in Las Vegas. We're just trying to do as much as we can, And it's difficult because we're working guys. We all have jobs, and we all have to pay bills and all of that, But,
so where can people find your work, like online or anything?
If you go to chemicaust.com, it'll take you to our Bandcamp page. So,
hell yeah.
So just chemicaust.com, and or if you find us on Facebook, send us a message. If you want a shirt or a CD, you can directly communicate with us.
Hell yeah. Got it.
Also, Dark Rituals. I'm not sure if the site's up and running right now, but he's selling our CDs as well.
Hell yeah. Ernie, again, thank you so much for coming on, man. I greatly appreciate it, dude. I can't wait to play more shows with you in the future.
Oh, yeah.
Next episode, we are going to be welcoming a new, hot, and brutal band that has yet to play a show. And when we have them on, you're going to be surprised to see the lineup that's going to be sitting in this room. And we're going to promote the shit out of their debut show, and it's going to be awesome. So I will see you then.
This is unleashed upon this